Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and also Gemini Rising. Weekly general tarot reading of June 21st up until June 27th, 2021. And if you do want to catch me live here on YouTube, guys, make sure you do subscribe for the channel and also hit the notification bell as well. If you do wish to have a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to give you a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the Gemini reading of the week, and the first card you do have, Gemini, that is going to be the Two of Swords, followed by the Four of Pentacles. It is what we do have here. Moving next, that is going to be the Seven of Cups, followed by we have the Seven of Swords. And the last card of your spread here, that is going to be the Six of Cups. So it's a week where you're going to make quite of a, I can't say important decisions, but they are going to be the right decisions. Now, how important those decisions are going to be, it depends of how important phase of your life you are going through. But the bottom line is that these decisions that you are to make here throughout the week itself, they're not going to be forced. They are not going to be, how can I say, taken under a pressure. And that is exactly the premise, if you will, that for one or another reason you will be able to look at the situation from all points of view, and that way you are to be able to make the best decision possible for yourself, for your job, and for your career, for your friendships as well, and also that state, because this is going to happen in the first half of the week. But moving forward after that, this balanced decision making of yours is going to also open you up for a how can I say, for a better improvement, or for bigger improvement, should I say it that way. So let's scrutinize the cards one by one here. And the first one, Gemini, which is the Two of Swords, pretty much states that, just hold on a second, pretty much states that as you do start the week, you are going to start the week in peace, if I may say it that way. In peace, meaning that you ain't going to feel any pressure that you will have to do something or decide in favor of something because you are squeezed in time, for example, or because something or somebody is rushing you to do so. And that way, pretty much the choice that you will have to make about your life, about your career, about your relationship, etc., etc., it will be taken for you seemingly. What I mean is that through the process of elimination, the right decision is going to become obvious to you. And I have in previous readings, I have gave a lot of examples how this is usually happening. The example is, if you want to, if you do have two people to date with, and waiting long enough, one of them eventually is going to bail out, is going to grow tired of it, and the other one is the obvious choice for you, for he was the most dedicated of the two. So that is how the Two of Swords works. You postpone as much as you can, so you are left with just only one option available, and that option available, it is the right option available for you. And right after that, the Four of Pentacles takes place, and that is the confirmation that this option available was the right option available, because the Four of Pentacles, pretty much when it comes up, that pretty much means that you have ensured some kind of a future of yourself, which is a good future. For the Four of Pentacles stands for personal domain, it stands for a comfort zone as well, it stands for something that's worth guarding, okay? And that could be the job you are fighting for, that could be as well the relationship that you're fighting for. But here at the very early stages of the week, you are going to be in a position where there is going to be a thing that is worth, it's not even fighting for, you don't have to fight for it, you just you are, how can I say it? You have just ensured its prolonged future, its survival, if I may say it that way. And at that point, usually one feels that they have something to grapple on. One feels that they have something to lean on as a as an asset, you know, as a resource as well, and as a threat. Uh, if the rest of your life or the rest of the situations are not going so well. But that doesn't have to be, you know, of the not going so well part. It doesn't have to be your life, you know. I'm just saying it into the most drastic phase that, you know, if your life is upside down, at least there is going to be one thing out there that it is going the right way, and it will be sufficient enough to make you feel comfortable, you know, and to make you feel, if you will, a cozy. Four of Pentacles as well pretty much stands here that you are to find yourself in these stages of the week in a very good position, a position that nobody can pretty much ruin the things for you in general. For the Four of Pentacles stands that you have taken a defensive precautionary measures, even if you do not realize it at that point, to sustain, you know, the comfortable aspect of your life moving forward. And as you do so, find yourself being in such a, I would say, really good position, either in terms of career, relationship, or maybe you know, as the entirety of your life. The Seven of Cups takes place. Now, Seven of Cups, it's a very slicky card, if I may say it that way. That is because the card itself could refer to many different things, and it does depend on the subject of the topic. It interprets itself in a very different way. So Seven of Cups, that should happen around the middle of the week for you, could speak about that, and I do suspect that that is going to be into the most cases, okay? Seven of Cups could speak about that now, that stage of the week, because you have you were able to ensure some kind of a future, you know, because you have been able to settle out a large portion of the subjects of your life. Now you do have an opening to chase a thing, a goal, a dream, if you will, that beforehand you did not have the chance to do it because you were occupied with something else. But now that something else is cleared out, and now you do have the time and the efforts for it, or the means, I'm sorry, for it. The other way how you can see the Seven of Cups is about being able to foresee a mistake, and that foresight comes through a disappointment. You know, you start growing disappointed of a thing, you know, disappointed of a project into your work, disappointed of an aspect of your relationship, for example, and that disappointment pretty much points directly into some kind of an error that one does, or inappropriate behavior, for example, or inappropriate approach toward the situation, which bounces you back at the almost at the start of the situation, giving you an option for a second try. So here the card should not be looked in a very bad way. You know, usually the Seven of Cups is seen in a rather negative way, but actually the card shields you from any grave errors and any grave mistakes, you know, mistakes that there is no going back from. Actually here you may be given a second chance over something, and again, that will happen through a disappointment wherever, or at whatever situation you throughout the middle of the week here you find yourself being very disappointed. You can definitely fix the thing around, or turn the thing around. And should you have a goal, should you have a dream at that point that seems straight away ridiculous, don't count it out, all right? Don't consider it as ridiculous as it may seem, because at that point dreams and goals are just like the mother's dream for her children. Are they fantasies or seeds growing? Well, yet remains to be of knowing. So anything pretty much is possible at that point. And right after that moment here, we do have the Seven of Swords. And again, this is another confirmation that it probably with the Seven of Cups here, we do talk about some kind of a goal, some kind of a dream that now becomes possible to be chased, now become possible to be manifested. Because with the Seven of Swords, one does start following their own agenda, all right, and their own needs, their own means. If you do observe the card into the traditional deck, we do have a person who sneaks out of a war camp. You know, you can look at it as a thief, or you can look at it as a somebody that grew tired to follow someone else's battle, or to lead, to be in someone else's war, in someone else's battle, and the time has came that they have to make a history of themselves. And that is the way that I do see it here with the Seven of Swords. That is where you do really push into your own personal direction. Some may look at it as a you know, what was the word, selfishness, right? Someone may look at you as you being selfish. You know, I prefer to say that that is a self-preservation, because with the Seven of Swords, what is very common about the card, it is that the person who acts under its energy knows one's worth and demands what one's have been, what one is owed, and also shows really strong backbone, really a big determination. It shows the spine and it stands for himself, and that will be you. And you can look at that in a combination with the Seven of Cups. It is that you maybe try to be persuaded out of this so-called ridiculous, you know, goal or dream, and you will find the strength to stand for yourself, to show a spine, and to fight for your own righteousness here. And what this is going to allow you to do is to take additional precautionary measures, not to be deceived, not just only by anybody else, but by yourself as well, because leading someone else's war is also being deceived, but not by someone else, but by yourself, putting the value of someone else in front of your own personal value. And you are here, Gemini, ending up the week with the Six of Cups. And that card here has more practical meaning at the end. And at the end of the week, you're going to find yourself dealing with very pleasant stuff. Career-wise and relationship-wise, the card reads in a very different way. So I'm going to split here. And in career, should you find yourself being working at Sunday or dealing with your personal business or with your hobbies, then the card shows that the acts that you are going to work upon, you know, and the endeavors that you are going to lead at Sunday and Saturday as well, they are going to make you express yourself creatively, and you are going to enjoy the whole process of it. Now, relationship and intimate wise, the Six of Cups is about the bondage of the emotions and the physical body. So you can expect at that point to spend more time with people that you do like, and that these people like you as well. Should you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend as well, you may expect to spend way more time than usual together, not because you are going to feel entitled or obliged to it, but because you would enjoy it, all right? And pretty much that is how the week stands for you. And this is going to, that pleasant time at the end of the week is going to be only possible. It is because you did the heavy lifting at the start of the week, where you had to make that decision or that action here that was the very accurate, at least for you at that point of time. So with that being said, Gemini, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, June 21st up until June 27, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.